All right, I'm Joe with Motostrano, and this is Louis, our mechanic. And we're going to run through a quick visualization of what happens when you buy an e-bike from us and get it shipped to your door. We do a lot of pre-checking and pre-assembly before we ship it out. And so this is a size box that you're going to get when you get it. And inside is your bike. And Louis is going to go ahead and pull out the bike and go through the basic final setup of the bike that you would do at home. The bikes come to you well protected and padded, as you can see. He's just moved over the box with pedals and display system, more than likely. Bubble wrap is used to protect the various parts of the bike. That's the front wheel coming out right now. And of course, you don't need to have a full bike shop and bike stand, work stand like we have to get this done, but it would help. But you can use your standard garage as well. So as you can see, the seat post is not installed on the bike. The handlebars are connected to all the cables and so forth, but it's not installed onto the stem. And pedals are not installed on the bike. So the first thing he's going to do is put the seat post into the frame, and then that would connect it to the bike stand. And when you get your bike, your seat post will be have some lubricant and stuff. Now down in the box here, you've also got your Bosch charger. This is a high bike trekking e-bike, for instance, and it comes with a charger. There's your pedals, by the way. And this is what would be used to house the Bosch battery, which in this case is pre-installed on the bike. If you ever had a problem with your Bosch battery, you want to keep this box because it does have the necessary information on here to ship a hazardous waste type product like a lithium-ion battery. In general, while you're boxing or unboxing and assembling your bike, we recommend keeping all of the packaging and as well as the box itself in case by the time you get to the end of the assembly situation, you find there's a flaw or the bike doesn't turn on and you have to, worst case scenario, send the bike back.
And this is the tools that you're going to need.
And these are the tools that you're going to need. Looks like you've got a standard kind of cutter. You've got a 15mm wrench, various types of Allens. A standard Allen hex key would be suitable here. Phillips screwdriver, and a bicycle pump. A lot of the process and time of assembling your bike is going to be spent simply taking off all the packaging, the protective packaging that was put on to ensure that it got to you without any scratches or scuffs.
So we're going to put the handlebars on now.
So the stem slides on, you put the cap on, you're going to tighten that down.
Just hand tight.
Just hand tight, and you are centering the bars visually right now.
Mm-hmm. second step will be tightening your stem.
Do you have the keys to the battery, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and check to make sure the keys are working properly on this bike, and they are. And so there's your battery, and you'll see that it comes with partial charge to it. So we're going to put that on the charger while we are assembling the bike, and potentially by the time we're done, the bike will have a full charge. The Hybike Xduro Trekking Pro, as you can see, has a rear rack, front and rear fenders, which makes this a little bit more involved than like a Hybike 29er for assembly.
So we're going to go ahead and install the quick release. So you want to make sure you have 2 springs, 1 spring on each side.
Now, if this were a normal bicycle, i.e. not an e-bike or particularly not a Bosch bike, which has the display system mounted on the handlebars, in place of using a bicycle stand, one thing you could do would be to flip the bike over to do some of the final installation, like the pedals and stuff like that. We don't recommend it with this bike because you've got this display here, which, and this is the mount for it, would touch the ground potentially and then possibly scuff or break. Crank arms are protected because it's one of the things that would scuff pretty easily with some pretty heavy duty bubble wrap. And just admiring the really nice finish, paint finish of the Xduro Trekking Pro. It's a wonderful commuter and touring and kind of do everything bike from Hybike. Comes with some basic standard pedals. You're putting some lube onto the bolts there or to the mounts. The pedals are left and right specific.
Yeah, I was trying to see if sometimes they say on them, but not all the time.
Mm-hmm. And he got it right.
So in the shop we have a pedal wrench,
Mm-hmm.
but you're at home, you might have just a single open wrench 15 millimeter.
Mm-hmm.
That it'll work just as good.
And you're making that pretty much hand tight.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't need to be over torqued.
All right. And by the way, I'm noticing here, just because we've removed the battery, this is one of the spots where your bike's serial number is going to be located underneath where the battery will go. And that red thing at the back is bolt protector, the spacer for the box. Now you've got your Bosch display. It's got a little plastic cover on it, and when it turns on. That's a good thing. We're gonna go ahead and put the battery in. Battery is now in. Seat. A lot of this assembly and operating instructions are going to be in the actual instruction manual, which we highly recommend you read. In conjunction with this video, could be very helpful to you. Tire pressure on something like a Trekking Pro is going to be what?
65 to 85.
Mm-hmm. And we just ran out of juice. Memory. Well, it's to be done.
Yeah, I mean, other than putting the fenders on.
Yeah.
But like the seat post, we usually leave the seat with the seat post, so they don't have to do that.
Yeah.